Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful princess in a faraway kingdom. She was beloved by all for her kind and generous nature, and she was the pride of the kingdom. One day, the king of the kingdom summoned the princess to his court with an important mission. The princess was determined to fulfill the king's request and prove her loyalty to the kingdom. The princess' mission was to save the kingdom from the evil forces that had been threatening its people for years. She accepted the king's request and set off on a journey to find the source of the danger. Her courage and determination were unwavering as she ventured into unknown lands, facing many obstacles along the way. She never gave up, and eventually, she was able to find the source of the evil and put an end to it. With her mission accomplished, the kingdom was finally safe. The princess's strength was tested as she faced one obstacle after another. But she never faltered in her resolve, and eventually her courage and determination paid off. With each challenge she overcame, her confidence grew, and she began to believe in her own power. Her triumph was not only a victory for her, but also a sign of hope for all those who shared her struggles. She had proven that no matter the odds, with enough courage and determination, anything was possible. The princess' legacy will be remembered for generations to come. Her courage and determination were an example to all, and her strength of will was unbreakable. Her triumph over adversity and her willingness to stand up for what was right will never be forgotten. She will be remembered as a leader and a champion of justice, a symbol of hope and a reminder of the power of the human spirit. Her legacy will live on in the hearts of all who knew her and all who were inspired by her. The king, aware of the princess's determination, made a request of her. He asked her to travel to the far-off kingdom of the Witch of the Woods and retrieve the magical amulet that held the power to heal the land. He knew the journey was dangerous, and the princess might not return, but he believed in her strength and courage. He promised her that if she succeeded, he would grant her anything she wished. The princess accepted the challenge, determined to save her people and prove her worth to her father. The princess knew that the king's request was of the utmost importance, and she was determined to do whatever it took to fulfill it. She immediately began to formulate a plan that would not only satisfy the king's request, but would also ensure the safety of her people. She gathered her most trusted advisors and began to discuss the details of her mission. With a clear and determined mindset, the princess was ready to complete her mission and prove her loyalty to the king. The princess set out on her mission with determination and courage. She knew the task ahead was difficult, but she was determined to save her kingdom and prove her loyalty to her king. She gathered her advisors and devised a plan to retrieve the magical amulet from the Witch of the Woods. With her loyal companions by her side, she set off on her journey, ready to face whatever obstacles she may encounter. She was determined to succeed and prove her worth, no matter the cost. The princess set out with a small group of loyal companions, determined to complete her mission. The companions included a brave knight, a wise wizard, and a loyal servant. Each of them had their own unique skills and talents to contribute to the journey. Together, they faced many dangers and obstacles, but their courage and determination never wavered. With their help, the princess was able to successfully navigate the treacherous terrain and reach her destination. The journey ahead of the princess and her companions would be difficult. The path was filled with unknown perils and dangers that they could not anticipate. The terrain was rough and the weather was unpredictable. They would have to rely on their courage and strength to survive the journey and reach their destination. Along the way, they would have to face difficult decisions, make tough choices, and endure the hardships of the journey. With determination and resilience, the princess and her companions would face the difficulties ahead of them and hope to reach their destination safely. The princess faced many difficulties on her journey, but she never gave up. Despite the fear and uncertainty of the unknown, she held her head high and kept going. She trusted in her own courage and the strength of her companions to get her through the darkest moments. With each step, she grew more determined and confident in her own ability to overcome any obstacle. Her courage and resilience inspired those around her, and she became a symbol of strength and hope. The princess was determined to prove her loyalty to her king. She had been chosen to complete a difficult mission, and she was determined to see it through. She knew that the mission was risky, but she was willing to take the risk. She was determined to succeed, no matter the cost. She was determined to prove her worth and show her king that she was a loyal and dedicated servant. She was resolved to do whatever it took to complete her mission, and she was prepared to face any and all obstacles in her way. The princess' strength was evident in her determination to succeed. She faced every challenge with an unwavering commitment to her cause, never wavering in her belief that she could achieve her goals. She was determined to make a difference in the world and never gave up, even in the face of adversity. Her strength of will was a source of inspiration for those around her, and her courage and resilience helped her to overcome any obstacle. Her strength was ultimately what allowed her to triumph and leave a lasting legacy.
If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update from us. We'll be bringing you more exciting stories and videos like this one. See you next time.